live. It's time for ignition and straight up automobile pimping.
Dude, where's my car?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of the Dude, Where's My Car podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and I've got my lovely work husband with me right next to me. Luckily for the first time ever, right next to me in the podcast, Mr. Totally Tony Hong.
Totally Hong. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, bro. You can tell I really don't think about this before I come on.
Not scripted, nah.
And we changed up the scenery a little bit in the
muscle
podcast.
Man today.
No, well, fuck, dude. Yeah,
I guess need to go to the gym more then, I guess.
Yeah, you need to start going to the gym. You want to start doing that shit.
Okay.
And on either side of us, not between us, on either side of us, we are the cream today. We have both the chocolate Oreos on either side. We've got the baddest, most infamous crew from the Central Coast of New South Wales. We have none other than the Royal Dynasty for some others in America. And I have some of the coolest legends who I just absolutely love spinning yarns with every single time we're at events. I'm keen to chat through their story today and talk about a whole whirlwind of fucking controversy going on in cars today. I have none other than Frizy.
Yeah, I'm here.
And I've got Fipsy.
Going on, how are
Welcome, boys. How are we?
we? Good.
Good. We finally got down here.
Yeah. Late, but no.
Oh, they still beat me to it.
Yeah, sorry about the late start, but we didn't honestly think we'd lose the keys to our studio. So,
That's all right.
Yeah.
But
We'll blame traffic.
Yeah, we'll like
It could have been a 20-minute to and back, but it was half an hour. Traffic.
Yeah.
so I suppose for us, like we've known each other now a little while, and we always seem to be at the same events. We love having some good yarns, and when we were at the Tunes, mate, we decided that.
We'd have a solid one.
Yeah, we should actually fucking have a proper yarn and get you on the potty.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Keen as. Yeah, it was good. We surrounded you. We did.
We
There was a whole
take
lot of
some
us down
numbers down there.
Yeah.
And, it got away from us real quick because we had so many people with us. So I was trying to talk to you guys, but also see what they're doing.
Well, you handed me enough to the point where you've got an event calendar. You're here on the podcast. We're going to work on some sick events later on in the year, which I'm sure we're going to talk about later on in this podcast.
Definitely.
But boys, I don't know if you've listened to this podcast before, but traditionally what we like to do is we like to just chat through people's backstory. So we're not talking about someone here who knows fuck all about cars. We're talking about two fucking legends who've got a car history behind them, maybe a couple of burnout stories, maybe you've had an accident, maybe you're a sick race car driver, maybe you're in the underground car scene. I don't actually know, and I'm keen to find out today. Before I do, I just want to bring something to everyone's attention.
Yep.
Now, everyone knows who Mr. Tony Hong is, and probably a few months ago, it was brought to my attention that when he was trying to change his Facebook name, he accidentally called himself Car Culture. Bruh. First name Car, last name Culture. Now, he said to us in a group chat, which I'm more than happy to bring up in evidence, that in a month's time, Facebook would be allowed to change his name back to Mr. Tony Hong. I just want to say it's about 3 months in, brother, and you haven't done one fucking thing about it. All I'm saying is there's Mr. Worldwide. I feel like you just want to be Mr. Car Culture.
I do. People call me Car now. So I go by Car instead of Tony. If you guys don't call me Tony, I go by Car. Okay? I'm Mr. Culture.
That's nice.
But no, I was trying to change our Car Culture's Facebook groups and pages, and then it was just linking this up and that, and then, I fucked up. And I changed my personal. And then I finally did make it through to Meta. So I was actually talking to one of their, online help person. This was, 2-3 days waiting in line.
Yep.
Finally got on. And the girl that I was talking to asked her these other questions, and I was like, can I change my name back? She's like, well, you got 60 days. I was like, well, I've gotten to the point where we're talking. Can you do something internal? And all she said is, no, just wait out the 60 days. Full stop. Can I help with anything else? If not, have a great day. Offline.
That's a usual meta response.
Yeah.
Mate, tell you what, if your ad account ever gets shut down, do not go to Meta for looking for a hero. They don't have any capes whatsoever. But anyway, cool story, Mr. Carr. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Culture.
I like that.
All right, boys. Let's
talk about you guys.
Let's launch into it. I want to know backstories. I want to know who you are, how old you are, what time do you take a shit? Like, I want to know. But Frizy, let's start with you, man.
Yeah.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm human.
Nice.
No, I'm 21, turning 22 soon, actually. Next month. Bit of a young one.
Yeah.
I'm a detailer, and I make cars look pretty.
Nice. Fipsy?
I'm 24. I've sort of been around cars for a while. More so bikes though. So was riding a bike, I'm more comfortable on a bike, wanting to get into driving cars and doing up cars and having all that fun stuff. But yeah.
Be honest, does the gang give you a bit of a hard time for being on a motorbike, or?
Yeah, more so because they can't keep up. But
Yeah, no comment there.
it's always the case with being on a bike. Everyone's sort of, I don't want to go up against you. Driving to the speed limit.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, of course. No, we only do that here.
We're not there for
exactly.
speed.
Yeah,
Respect road laws.
Yep,
yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
But yeah, like being on a bike, it is hard, and we do have to give the typical drive around carefully around the bikes, because sometimes there can be a case where someone doesn't know how to, and they sort of cut you off and cause incidences. But yeah,
These things happen. Accidents do happen.
yeah,
They may have happened to us recently. But look, everyone's fine. Everyone's okay. Everyone's safe.
Yep.
And I'm more than happy to continue having bikes in and around cars. So long, here's the agreement. I want you motherfuckers to put GoPros on the front of your bikes so that when you speed past, you get some sick shots.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
I just...
definitely.
That's the agreement.
That's the only rule. That's the only rule.
I do have a GoPro mount on my helmet on the chin.
Yeah,
but
sick.
Yeah, so I got to get that out and bring that out a bit more.
Mate, I don't see the footage.
Because I haven't brought it out. My bike blew up, so I've been out of a bike for about a year now.
Mate, you've got a perfectly good Subaru out there.
I know. It's worth
I'm wearing
Use
my
that
Pro
for
Speed
rollers.
shirt.
Use that one for rollers.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so that's a really good sort of insight. How did cars start for you guys? Because 21, 24, mate, you've had since your L's arguably before to fuck cars up. Depending on where you're from, a lot of country kids would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They've been ruining cars since they were 4. Where did it all start? Where did it click that you just fucking go, you know what, this is my fucking passion, my dream, I love this shit. It could be turning a wrench. How did it start, Frizy? What was it?
For me, it was basically watching the V8 supercars back when I was a kid. In all honesty, the hunger to own a V8 once, you get your black license, you want it, you're hungry for it. And then skids get involved, and as one does get their red Ps, V8s are not on the option, but V6s, they're right there.
Sometimes you do a hard enough skid that it actually prolongs you getting the full license to have the V8.
Yeah.
For some cases, yeah.
For some cases. This didn't happen to you, though.
No. I just binned one. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Yeah. I was working 3 days straight back when I was a brick pointer and just getting ready to go to work and decided to take a little nap while driving and found out you can't do that.
No.
No self-driving cars these days, unfortunately.
No.
Well, there is now, but back then it wasn't.
Tesla wasn't in full swing yet.
No. And 3 poles hurt,
Oh, fuck. You actually got injured.
No, well, concussion,
Yeah, right.
I got my whole, just ruined all the suspension. The whole front left side of the ute was just torn to pieces.
Fuck.
I tried to drive it home.
What?
I got 50 metres and decided that wasn't happening.
Yeah, right. There must have been shit leaking everywhere.
Yeah, it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. I just hopped out and a lady came running out with a glass of water and that was me.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Yeah, right.
I haven't seen it since.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, probably.
What car was that?
That was my VF SV6U.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah,
nice car.
yeah. With the fantail orange.
Oh, fucking right up your alley. You
Yeah.
fucking love anything that's orange.
Right.
Fuck, that's heavy, eh?
Yeah.
I've been in a car accident. I've never been in one that bad.
Yeah, it was
How
it was
fast
heartbreaking.
How fast were you going?
Legally 50.
Okay.
I was doing about I think 90 when I hit. Yeah.
So like suburb area or highway?
Suburb.
Suburb.
Yeah, hit a gutter, broke my wheel. I still have my wheel at home. It's hanging up in the garage. It legit cracked the whole face of the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's a show trophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Reminds you what to do every single day.
Yeah.
Never sleep.
What about you, Fifsy? What's going on, man? Because you love bikes, but a car would have had to come into your life at some stage. Or, like, just obviously being a motor enthusiast in general, I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
So I grew up in Queensland on the Gold Coast. So I used to go to, I think it was called the Indy 500 back in the day.
Yeah.
So the 4-day event, I'd go there with my dad, and that's how it was. You know, go see all that stuff, and then, you know, going to his house and whatnot, watching MotoGP, all that stuff. I think at one point as well, I think when I was at the V8s, Valentino Rossi might have been there. Not 100% sure because it was a while ago. But yeah, that's pretty much kicked it off. I used to sneak into the pit lane, get signatures, get the visors of the race car drivers, that whole stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Going to the V8s when I was younger, being in love with the sport, like of motorsports as well, like it just kicked off from there. Wanted to go every year until moving down here when I was 9 and didn't really get around it until I was maybe 16, 17, going to car meets with a couple of mates on the coast like Zia. I don't know, yeah. So the old group used to go to meets and whatnot, chill out and get into the car scene that way, and pretty much just kicked off from there.
Yeah, right. Fuck, I always love getting a better understanding of how people sort of get not only into cars, but also how you grew up with it too. Because I just want to know how similar it really is, because I think certain areas, for example, like Sydney or Melbourne or whatever, let's pick on Melbourne. Sorry, guys. Would never drink coffee there only just because they seem to think that they're really trendy, and would put orange zest in my coffee. And I always say, if I fucking wanted an orange juice, I would have asked for one.
Exactly.
I want a cappuccino. No, I fuck around. Look, Melbourne's probably got the cars right that I feel like are more Euro. I don't know if that's right to say. I'd say there's less, obviously, LS influence, less Barra. They're obviously there, but there's just not any more of. Whereas, like, the further up the coast you go,
it's just,
Sydney, Central Coast, Newcastle, keep fucking going to the Gold Coast, send it straight up to the Cape. These motherfuckers are doing donuts in there.
Every weekend.
It just becomes a little bit more authentic, is just another word for bogan. And I love that shit. Like, I eat that stuff up. So I always like to know, is it the same upbringing? Is it the same type of thing? Or do you think, for example, being the leaders and dominators of the Central Coast car scene, as you are, do you reckon it's just fully Holden, or is it actually a good mix?
It's definitely Holden and Ford are definitely a dominating region up there, but there is definitely a JDM scene growing. Sydney, I think's putting their influence on a lot of the coasties, because a lot of people from Central Coast drive down here to Tuned and all the other events that happen down here, and I think it's introducing a new scene, which is great. Like, it gives more variety.
100%. I like to apologise as well, because I've just moved to the Central Coast, so I'm technically one of you, and I brought my Holden there. And I have since obviously sold it, and now I've got the Miata, so I'm full swing JDM.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll bring the LS back. But
one day.
But for the meantime, I just want to apologise to all my Central Coast brothers and sisters. We're not sexist here. A lot of sick chicks with a lot of sick cars out there, to be honest. Yeah. Especially in the Central Coast. Fuck.
Definitely.
Can I ask you one thing, both of you, because I don't know who this person is. Who's the fucking guy in the Pulsar with the rust all over his car?
Oh, the one that goes terrible 24/7. Yeah.
What is up with that car?
He's his own icon. He's a Central Coast icon.
It's fucking special. But is it a paint job or is that actually rust?
I think it's rust.
I'm not too sure. I've never gotten close to it.
You wouldn't want it.
I saw it when I was driving down here 3 weeks ago. I was like fucking coming down here, was going up the other way. I was like, that's that fucking that dickhead from
That
sorry,
bus bucket.
sorry. Who went to
their own.
who went to the Endless East meet, and I was like, that was a fucking wild event just from the case of like people being on cars and shit. Good event.
The limbo got very, very rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limbo does.
It's good fun.
Are you guys in charge of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you like head of security?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, we
Sort of.
kind of do more so crowd control with it. So like, there's people inside. I remember last year I was sort of in the front area trying to guide cars on where to go, because when it does fill up, there's people parked all the way up the street out to the main road. So we try and get everyone in safely as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
If that's the case, I want to hear the horror stories. I want to know. I want to know the
Tell us
goss.
the ins and outs.
I want to
what's
know.
happened.
I only bring this up only just because there was, I don't know if it's happened more than once, but I did hear of one event where things got out of fucking hand. And there was a car accident or fucking...
Yeah, there was
Yeah, I
one.
remember that.
Endless
Yeah.
was one at Super Cheap West Gosford.
yeah,
There was a patrol and I think it was a Kia that
Yeah.
had a T-bone and then one hit the pole. Yeah.
yeah. That
That
was
was at the end.
interesting because it was also the case of everyone sprinting up there, and you hear so many different stories. So from what I heard, basically, like the car had the right of way to go, turning left out of the event.
Right away
But-
and left, yeah.
Yeah, but the car that was coming was in the left lane, allegedly. So I'm not too sure,
There's
but
multiple stories. That was our
Yeah.
first event that we actually... That was back when we were starting Royal Dynasty, and we actually shot a message out to Josh to be like, hey, can we come
Yeah.
out and attend the event with you guys? and
No
hop on
shit.
board?
It was your first event and that shit happens.
Yeah, it was our first
Yeah,
big event with
fuck.
Josh.
And you're still hired.
That was very rowdy, and I think like 15 cop cars rocked up within like...
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Could
was
it have been
crazy.
worse?
Definitely, because no
Yeah.
one was injured from memory. So
Yeah,
it
no
definitely
one
could have
was
been.
injured. No cars caught a light or anything like that. So
Yeah.
it could have been a lot worse than what it was.
Yeah, 100%.
Thankfully, that, like, I think not even a scratch on anyone.
Yeah.
So that was a good part about it. But yeah, it was trying to get everyone back. Like, there was people yelling at other people to get back because everyone was just flooding around the cars. And we're like, no, you got to get off the road. You're still on the roadway. But yeah, shortly after the police turned up and everyone dipped.
Fast and Furious exit.
Yeah,
I'd say.
pretty much, yeah.
Except stopped. Oh no, we didn't need to worry about the lights because the cops just let us go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The cops pretty much closed off that lane, so every car got to go out and turn left.
Yeah,
Couldn't
right.
go anywhere after that, though, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, once that all got cleared up, I'm pretty sure there was police everywhere.
Yeah.
So everyone was just like, yeah, no, home time.
Yeah, fuck.
So,
It's time
yeah.
to smoke bomb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Out
That
of,
was fun.
out of curiosity, you have one of the most arguably famous roads to get where you guys live, and I'm sure
I think I know
every
what road you're talking about.
safe road.
Always.
Old safe road.
The old alternate route.
Yeah, alternate old safe road.
Yeah.
And I think it definitely brings like a lot of attention to you in your area, but it also gets a lot of Sydney people up to you guys, which I think is fucking sick. I'm trying to encourage more of what you guys are doing up there because you have more space.
Yeah.
We don't have any fucking space down here for car events. It's
Yeah.
pissing me off.
Yeah.
They've actually, funny enough, they changed the speed limit on Old Pack as well.
Higher or lower?
Lower.
Yep.
And that really
Yeah.
mattered the first time, right?
Well, it will make people drive slower.
It'll make people drive like I think
Trying to.
Yeah, I think the normal 60 section is still 60, but going up the hill is dropped down to like 70 or 60.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm sure we'd all agree the boys in blue are like some of our best mates.
Yeah.
And I can't thank them enough for policing such an incredible, like, honourable road.
I've had a few signatures from them before as well. They're amazing people.
Famous.
They are. Yeah.
Famous.
Yeah.
Is it your favourite road?
Ooh, that's a hard one. It's definitely one of the top three.
Well, what's
the better
one be?
Going up Bumblebee out through Garramalong ways. I don't know if you guys have been out there.
Yeah.
Out to Wollongby Tavern. Just the scenery. That's the only thing that tops it. Like the roads, a bit broken, but Old Pack in terms of like the road is probably number one.
Yeah.
But the scenery on Yarramalong can't be beaten.
Yeah, going from Jerry's Cafe, which I used to take the bike up there all the time, and then going out to the Yarramalong, it's something different. It's so nice out there, like just fields upon fields, the view's great. So you can really just go out there. You can pull off on the side of the road in some sections and just hang out there, watch the cars come past. I've seen a couple of Lamborghinis and Ferraris go past on that road before.
Yeah,
Probably wasn't a good thing because seen some carbon fibre flying off a Ferrari once. I was this is a while ago, in a bike cruise out to Yarramalong, out to Wollongby Tavern, sorry. And a Ferrari come up, overtook us, didn't realise there was a divot in the road, bottomed out entirely, and we're like, that's an expensive fix. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, it's a great road out there.
yeah.
It's chill.
If we were to ever do an event together, what are you thinking? I'm thinking cruise,
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
but that's a lot of fucking people.
It will
Yeah.
be.
We've had, the last few cruises have been going good. We get about 30 cars, which is a bit of a
Yeah.
It's hard to
handful.
manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of one of them, the last bit of a funny story. The last
I feel like in on it.
Yeah,
The
the
Wollongby
one,
run,
yeah. We told basically like our little group just to sort of be like, because they're all spread out throughout the cars. We're like, this is the way we're going. Don't stuff it up. We went over the M1 bridge. We lost 80% of the drivers. They went up towards Newcastle instead of going over and out to Yarramalong.
Yeah.
So we had to pull over and wait for about 20 minutes for them to all come back down.
And even then, we had someone miss the Tukley exit, go all the way up to Morisset, and then
And
there was
fucking-
another car that went all the way out to Newcastle.
Oh, mate, just wanted a Heatherbrae pie.
Yeah.
100%.
Can't beat the Heatherbrae pie.
Bro, Gillaroo pie. The Gillaroo from Heatherbrae's. Oh, chef's piss. Like,
It's at Rimba now as well. It's even better.
I know.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad for my health, I
It's
can tell you that
dangerous.
much.
Very dangerous.
I don't even fucking need to go past it to get home. I live around the corner from Pro Speed and I will still take the long way.
Yeah.
On purpose.
On purpose. Mate, come back
You need
through
that little snack.
come back through the Ridgeway, which is, by the way, newly paved.
For now.
For now. Mate, it's sick. Oh.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is the moral of the story, and this is something that we try. Dan, our producer, is actually head of events. He and I have all come to an agreement that you cannot run in a car event now without fucking walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
It is a necessity. Fuck your phones off.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies. I tell you what, you've got a sun dash, fucking clip it to the top. You clip up there, makes you look like you're a secret agent. Mate, it is the way forward. Channel 16, let's all go. Oh, we're all fucking 50 of us have got walkie-talkies. We know exactly what's going on. Don't fucking miss the exit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially if you're going to like places that have a lot of lights.
Oh.
Losing
Yeah.
half the group or separating
Yeah.
into one big group becomes 12 different small ones, and
yeah.
Yeah.
it's a handful.
So let's see if, with our combined forces, we will unite and make an event
Spread
where
the word out.
every single person at that event will have a fucking walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
And
That's how we
if
could do
you
that.
don't,
You fuck off.
what Mr. Car Culture said.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless you're like me and I'm on a bike. That's a bit different, but...
Did it.
You've got intercom in your fucking helmet, mate.
Yeah, I do.
Bro, you're the
do
one leading the
actually.
pack for us.
Oh, okay.
you're the call out.
Yeah. Take one for the team, all right?
Yeah.
Mate, he just doesn't want to tell you that what's actually playing in his fucking headphones in his helmet is Britney Spears.
Oh, we've got a
Definitely.
few good videos of him jamming out to some Tay-Tay or something like that. It's good.
Oh, I
I won't
believe it.
deny it either.
Oh, fuck, we did.
It'll just come on at random and I'm like, you know what? It's a good song.
It jabs do it, eh?
Oh, Plastic Bag in the Wind by Katy Perry.
Bro, mine's my favourite one's Barbie Girl.
Yeah.
I gotta quickly change it before I get to an event when the windows are down. I quickly change it like hard style.
Yeah. Someone comes up and you're like, change that real quick.
You're struggling to pause it. You're like, stop.
Yeah.
Mate, I used to do, not that I'm ashamed of it, but I fucking love metal music to death, eh? Like, I blast it all the fucking time. But I am very conscious that when I rock up to an event, it may not be the best fucking thing I should be blasting.
Yeah, if there's kids around.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Gym.
Yeah.
Best time, gym.
I don't, hear me out. I know this is a car podcast. We're going to talk about fitness for T minus 45 seconds.
Okay.
Why has no one invented a gym that is just all about metal music? They only play metal music. They don't play fucking anything else. It is the metal gym, the Iron Sanctuary.
That'd be good.
Just that's it.
That'd be good.
It would. I bet you fucking gym memberships to the roof.
Yeah.
I think there's a gym down in Gosford, actually.
That does that.
That does that, yeah. And they're like, they are heavy lifters. Like proper heavy
Roided
lifters.
up fucking.
Pretty much, yeah. Like they're huge.
Best people to learn from, really.
Yeah. And they're like, they will come in and like, if you're doing a deadlift or something, they will come in and slap you back and you're like, I'm not walking back. But I've seen there's a gym down in Gosford. I don't know what gym it is though. I don't know what
Certainly
it's
not
called.
Planet Fitness.
Iron Paradise, I think.
I was actually there today. Fitness. Oh,
Bro, it's $5. You can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
No squat racks though. Anyway, back to cars.
Yeah.
This is, I feel like we're alluding to a lot of stuff that we want to do together and all that, but I don't want to touch on any of that now because I actually want to understand a little bit more about the Royal Dynasty. Because, I want to know who's involved, how it started. Hit me up, man. Like, why did this happen?
Originally, it was just a bunch of mates, red P platers. I'll call ourselves out. We're a bunch of red P platers just being idiots throughout the night, and we had stuff it. I'll say the old name. One of the boys come up with a name. It was called Full Throttle Motor Enthusiasts.
Okay.
And that's because wherever we went, it was pedal to the metal, and you don't lift unless you see blue and red, and then you hide because you can't outrun them. Yeah, and it started from that, and then we realised that the name's probably not the best to run with because
Tracks a bit of attention.
Yeah, some could say that. And then three of us at the time, myself, Emily, at the time I won't name the other person, but we thought, stuff it, let's make an actual group out of it. Let's expand from just our friend group and see who else wants to come along for the ride.
Yep.
Which we did, and picked up traction pretty good from the start. Like we weren't using social media, we weren't using half the stuff we use now, like TikTok or anything like that. It was just go to like a location, like a beach or something, meet someone who drives a car and be like, hey, you should come drive with us on the weekend. It felt really old school, and it was good because like we made stickers, chucked them on our cars and drove everywhere, so everyone knew us whether they liked us or didn't, and the name spread through that. Unfortunately, one of the three owners decided to part ways, but two of us now, and we're running strong.
Yeah. Who's Emily?
She's the other co-owner who unfortunately wasn't able to make it here tonight due to unforeseen circumstances.
We got someone better.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emily.
Tips is here sharing, like, I got my opportunity.
100%. She does a lot of behind the scenes works, like runs all the socials, and she's really good with that, as I'm sort of clueless to a fair bit of it.
Yeah.
But I'll let her explain herself another time.
Yeah, no, mate, honestly, like, and sorry that she couldn't come on, but like fucking any time. It's an hour down the road, mate.
That sounds like fun.
Come down here anytime
I heard that
you want.
Safe Road's actually on the way.
Alternative Safe Road.
Alternative Safe Road.
Yeah, it's fucking really good. Yeah, so we'll make it an hour and a half maybe to get down here and just have a bit of a yarn. We'll always do it. So I really like that because it's kind of heartfelt really at the end of the day, just because it's so personal. I think every region should have some form of car club. And it seems to me like you guys, from what I've seen physically and through social media, is you're very obviously accepting of a lot of people, and I'm not going to put words in your mouth or whatever, but like there's fucking a wild bunch of you. I don't mean like the owners and admins and moderators and stuff. I mean like whoever the fucking cunt is in the 86 or the BRZ who's got that wicked rap with the fucking thing all over it. Like
The camo wrap.
Yeah.
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 It looks sick. I'm like, geez, Apollo. Sorry, that's it, Apollo.
Yeah.
Every time I see that number plate, I think of Apollo Creed, the fucking boxing movie. But I see him, dude, that guy doesn't sleep, eh? I've had to pick my missus up from a late night out at the bloody fish joint on the wharf there at Gosford. I don't know what it's actually called, but there's a pub there. And she's fucking finishing up with some DJ, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, cunt, stone drunk, walking everywhere. And here's fucking Apollo Creed cramming down the fucking street at like 120 kilometres an hour. Like, mate, it's 2 a.m. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He eat, sleep, drive, repeat.
Yeah.
Without
That's
a
pretty
sleep.
much us. So, like, if it's a Friday, Saturday night, it's almost all night. Like, sometimes me and Fridays, he's dropping me home, and I'm like, the sun's coming up, man. This one's a late one.
Yeah.
We've had plenty of those. But, yeah, I think that's the different thing with us, too, is, like, we're always out. There's at least someone out sort of thing. And it's like, we don't... Some people have bedtimes, but other time people just stay out all night, or they, stay out fairly late, head home, and then do it again the next night.
Yeah.
It's a group of people to get away from whatever's going on in their own personal lives.
100%.
Driving's like the therapy.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good thing about it too, because like with RD itself, we've all been through struggle in the sense, and I think that's where, going out on those drives, you don't even have to say anything. Like, just going out on those drives tells it all.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good part too, is, people do stay out late just to get that extra hand sort of thing.
Yeah. Mate, it's a fucking good outlet. You could be doing fucking some pretty shit kicker things in any other case, if you ask me. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, you could just be sitting there fucking in a dark corner doing, fuck
knows
all.
what, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was about to say drugs, but I'm going to try not to. But yeah, bro. Like we've said it before. Like, this is a fucking outlet. Like, this is all people have got sometimes.
Yeah.
We fucking eat that up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you. Like, I don't know how many people have come up to you, Tony. Sorry, Carl.
Mr. Culture.
Mr. Culture. Do you get that a lot? Like, where people come up to you and just share heartfelt moments?
Yeah.
Is it you sharing the heartfelt moment, bro? I feel like I touched a nerve.
No,
I miss you, boys.
People do come up, talk. I don't like, everyone's going through their own little struggles here and there. Sometimes the easiest way is just to be there for them. Like, nothing needs to be said.
Yeah,
It's
just going out.
Just going out.
Yeah.
They want to do something, you're out for there. Which, that's what we're always open to.
Yeah.
If people need to drive, cruise,
The more the
way to
merrier.
escape. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
100%.
That's why it gets rowdy. Yeah, that's how we escape.
We've had a few with you guys. It was a while ago now. I don't even know what the place is called down here because I'm not from here, but we met up the road somewhere.
At that oval.
We can't explain it very well, but we ended up hitting Old Pack afterwards, and that was very, very rowdy. It was very
Yeah.
last
Said
minute
the
thing.
wrong word. It's the safe alternate route.
Safe alternate route, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to have to edit that now.
ASR.
Oh, fuck. You know what, though? I hope this potty kind of reaches out to people, because there might be people listening to this from the Central Coast who have no idea that you exist, or that there's actually a fucking good community going on. Maybe they have sort of subtly seen you, but they just don't know how to reach out to you. They're fucking right here. They're very open and
Yeah. They're
Fucking
invitational.
super welcoming.
Yeah. Fucking,
He looks a bit scary.
I
'cause
think
his
the
neck's
hardest
tattooed.
thing is my tattoos. It might be off-putting for some people.
you fucking criminal. No, what's off-putting is you're from QLD, mate. Like, that's...
Yeah.
No.
You live on the Central Coast and you move from a coast.
Yeah.
No, mate, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But fuck, bro, we all got fucking tattoos. Like, who
I
gives a
know,
shit?
yeah.
There's a lot of good groups on the coast that are up and coming, that are definitely all welcoming. We've met not all of them, but
Yeah.
Endless being one that we mentioned before. They're a great bunch of people. We're almost out with them every weekend as well
Yeah.
lately. It's been good.
Yeah, 100%. It's funny, like I didn't get enough time to fucking put this one together, but like last step, we did a little audio message from like one of our audience listeners who coming in, truck driver, sent this to you guys off air before. Like, shit like that is someone, I'm not putting words in his mouth, but like that might be, he was clearly fucking bored. He's a truck driver. But if there's people who are sending that shit in because this is their outlet or whatever, and they need an escape from that shit, that shit eats me up, eh? Like, I'm like, fuck. If we keep getting messages like this, I'm just gonna have to fucking keep doing it.
100%.
Yeah.
Fuck. What do you think today? I always want to know this. Like, what do you think today in like the car scene? Not only like what's changed, what do you think needs to change?
Well, that's a good question. That's a real good question.
Because you're out there. Like, it doesn't have to be specific to you, but shit you see. Like,
Well, like when you started compared to what's happening now.
yeah.
The difference.
I think it's still sort of a bit the same. Like with what I'm about to say is like, in terms of meeting other groups, it can come off as very, very either not aggressive, but very intimidating, and then very. You rock up to a meet, you don't even speak to another group, or they don't even. It's hard to also recognize who runs the group, or like how to introduce yourself. If you're someone who's solo, or you come with we've had a few people who are now really close with us. They came to an endless meet and they were too scared to speak to us.
Yeah.
I agree, yep.
It's like you're just a random person. Like, you do a 9 to 5 work week,
Yeah.
and they're still like they think you're some. I don't even know what the right wording is for it, but someone high up, and you're really not. You're just some average dude who's out hanging out with his mates, driving cars, having a good time.
Yeah.
But it's what it is.
I like how you touch on that point, because it is like Will wants that solo person, or we went up as with a mate to a meet where you wanted to be part of it, but someone didn't speak to you. You didn't know who to talk to. Sometimes you never know who runs it. Like, you've heard of the name,
But you can never put a face. Like, the only thing that helps you is if you know the owner's car. And then you can, hopefully the owner's
you can just
hanging
try
around
find
his
the
car.
owner.
I'll be like, oh, who owns this? And then, that's a conversation starter. But yeah, with a lot of groups, they don't, not that they won't come up and speak to you, but they just, some groups are very picky. They won't, they just won't talk to you.
It's funny. Jack Ritchie said one time, he's like, is it like some schoolyard bullshit where someone comes up and you're like,
Yeah, no, it's like we're pretty chill with it. We've had a lot of people come up to us and we're just like, what's going on, man? How are you?
Yeah.
Like, how's your day going? Whatever. We speak to them as if like we're mates already. With anyone new sort of thing. And we notice that they're like fairly new sort of thing. We sort of do that thing where we speak to them as if we're already mates to make them feel a bit more welcome. Because I know it's a bit daunting in the sense of coming up to a car group and being like, oh, who owns this sort of thing?
yeah.
Because obviously, like I didn't start with Royal Dynasty when they did.
Yeah.
I came in probably a couple months later, but even then, like knowing Frizy and a couple of others, it was still a bit daunting because I didn't know anyone else.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, oh.
Well, you guys have got a bit of a pack mentality to some degree, though, because both of you boys are footy players, right?
Yeah, there's
So,
a few of us in the group that play footy now.
Yeah, so you understand what community and having a team is fucking all about.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have done that. If you didn't join the team, you wouldn't fucking know half the people. Like,
You've got to put yourself out there, but also it's on, in my opinion, it's on the groups to, if they see someone new, like with the way we do it, if we see someone new, we try and go up and just an icebreaker, something funny, they have a laugh about it. Yeah, you're not going to have like a full 30-minute blown conversation, but if you have that icebreaker, then you go for a cruise like what we do.
Yeah.
If they've got to ask a question, they're not going to be scared to come up and ask you because they're like, I've already spoken to him, so it's not going to be weird going up and speaking. I don't know. I think that's just the way society is today, though. Like,
speaking of that, people coming up to you and doing shit, like, is that, you ever been in some weird predicaments?
we've been in some weird conversations.
Oh, not just convos, but just moments where you're like, fuck, we're in a tight spot here. Like, this is fucking awkward, or like, this is weird. Like, we shouldn't be here.
Yeah, definitely. That's the Central Coast. Sums it up everything.
Yeah. Any wrong street you turn down and you're just like, should I be down here? But no. We've had some here and there.
Yeah.
Where we've just been like, all right, that's the time, okay, we'll head home sort of thing. But yeah, not too often though.
Yeah. Oh, I was just wondering if any funny shit happens, like people will just completely like screw loose.
With you guys running events, there must be stories. Like, what's the funniest thing that's happened at an event? Or the most reckless shit?
Oh, probably
than
that
accident.
Ford the last cruise up to Newcastle.
Fucking hit
the
me.
Ford on the way back, that
That's
random
great.
person.
Oh, yeah. Shit,
Yeah.
yeah. The one with Endless.
Yeah.
The last minute. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let
Fill
you
us
explain
in.
it.
So I was in the car with Frizy. Timmy was in the car with Josh, the lit SV6. That
Yep.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
V8 now? Or,
yeah.
Nah, it's a V6.
She's just got a misfire. But yeah, so we were on the way back on the Newcastle Link Road, coming from Swansea, and bloke in the left lane in an XR6, we didn't know if it was XR6 Turbo or NA. We're just cruising past him, he's doing about 70, which is an 80, 90 road along there, so we're just coasting past him. He didn't like that. So he's come up behind us, and as he's come into the corner a bit too hard, apparently he's almost taken both back ends of the utes out entirely.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we were in a bit of a predicament. Everyone behind us, like 20 plus cars seen, and because Frizy and I pulled up next to him with a set of lights, they thought we were going to have a go at him or something like that. We didn't even know what happened until we got to Terrigal.
Yeah, I was just taking on him. I just wanted to race him. Because he came up behind us, and I didn't know. I just thought it was one of the guys that was with us. We had a pretty, like a 12-car convoy or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, someone wanted to get ahead of me, yeah. And then we got up to the lights, and I was like, oh, yeah, got to race it. It's a forward versus a Holden. It's rude not to.
Yeah, no, this is history in the making all over again.
And then I hit first gear and couldn't find second gear. And then that's when we found out he was turboed because he's boost loaded and off he went.
Yeah, he's gone off that. But yeah, everyone thought we were angry at him or whatever, or saying words, so we didn't even know what happened.
So it ended up being 12 of us chasing him down.
Or what it looked to be.
Yeah, we were chasing for fun. The rest of the pack were chasing because they thought we wanted to get him.
So everyone afterwards was like, oh my God, are you guys all right? Like, are you guys okay? We're like, what do you mean? What happened? And we were like, geez. After we heard about it, we were like, far out. Apparently he almost took out a couple of other cars too, and we're like, jeez.
Yeah, fuck.
So glad.
Being reckless, eh? Let's be honest. In that in that moment of you wanting to catch up, the Holden one, mate. The Holden one, don't worry.
Yep.
We were chatting off air about your blown diff. Is this maybe when the blown diff thing happened?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
The diff was...
I had to ask.
That's a fair question. The diff was 100% golden then. The transmission mightn't have been, but the diff was okay. The diff just happened because I turned left. It was like going for a parking spot.
Yeah.
Should have gone right, mate.
I should have honestly gone right. I could have turned right.
That's what I said. He would be a terrible NASCAR driver. Blown diff every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Have you heard that? It must have been fucking so ready to break if all you're doing is coming at it in a left turn.
I was doing like 5Ks. It's the worst part. Like I got on it before, like just a quick little driving past him, just a quick little squirt as you do.
Square with a VE dropping to the right. That's where the left went, right?
Mate, it's just a small one.
Yeah, I just needed to let everyone know that I was there coming to.
Yeah.
And then I turned left, heard a clunk and a snap, and I thought, I'll get on it again. I did. I didn't. It held up fine. It was a little bit tweaky, but then I turned right, and turned right went bad as well.
Yeah.
So no more. Well, I got it home.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, there was no lady bringing you a glass of water this time.
I wish. I might need to call her.
Mate, I don't know about you guys, but if shit like that happens, mate, if I get a flat tyre, or if I wake up and I get to my garage and one of my tyres are flat, my heart will sink to my stomach, and it's like the whole fucking world just ended for me. Yeah. Like, I hate it. It irks me.
Yeah.
I don't know how you just act so calmly around that.
There was a few words said.
Yeah, there was a lot of words said.
Yeah, there was no one in the car at the time, but I definitely spoke to a few pedestrians as I drove past. The music got turned down, and I had a bit of a scream.
Yeah.
A bit of a cry, a bit of everything at the time. But
so what are you going to put in it?
I'm going to go a true track, 3.9.
Yeah.
Toomey definitely told me. I wanted to go 411s, but everyone else has told me not to.
Yep.
And I think that might be a smiled idea, but I might just do it for funnies.
I told him even at this rate, it'll be a complete dog to drive. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Turning left will be fun again, I can tell you that much.
I hope I can turn left. I'll let you know. I'll drive it out. I'll turn right first, just to be safe.
Go the long way, mate, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. The car is just a pain in the ass.
So talking about the car, what is the car that you actually now own?
I now own stepped up from the 6s, and I now own a VE SSV Ute. Good old blue oh my God.
Voodoo blue.
Voodoo blue, yeah. It's good, other than the exhaust. The exhaust is like, I've flattened it out. It's no longer circular.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a U. It's like a U exhaust.
okay.
That high patrol. It's a full exhaust system. Everything's there.
Intact.
Yeah.
It's just missing.
Oh,
a few
it's
parts.
fully engineered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's cats.
Oh, that's a sweet. That's a start.
There's piping there, so it must have cats inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. It's good.
Mufflers, they're all there.
Did you make this exhaust yourself?
Partially, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to my exhaust guy up at Lake Haven and I bought some parts off him and put them together, and then every time I come back he sort of like cries inside because like he looked after me with putting the run a Mantaflow exhaust.
Oh,
bit
fuck
different
yeah.
from the Xforce.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd always run Xforce on my V6, so it was just
It's cheap and easy.
Yeah, it's Holden. Like you're an SV6 driver, you're on Xforce.
Yeah.
It went Mantaflow just 'cause it was different, and I partially regretted every step of it.
Oh,
From the
Because it sits so low.
Nah, that's because I'm lowered, but just because the way they connect, they're not bolted together with the flanges.
To do that right at the end. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good, but I like it.
Well, I fucking tell everyone this should have gone pacemaker.
Yeah, I was going to as well. That's the worst part.
They sound fucking sick too. To be honest, I no, like Manta are fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's Walkinshaw DPE. Like it's fucking, they're dope. They make the sickest sound, and it is different from pacemaker, and it is different from Xforce, and it's definitely fucking 100% better than Empire.
Yeah, definitely.
But you pay for what you get, right? Like that's it at the end of the day. Fucking, I don't know. You could also get a KS Racing fucking SS exhaust system. You've heard what it's like.
I have.
it's a quiet one.
Yeah, it's super, super quiet.
It's tamed.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I do need to buy some KS Racing stuff soon.
Well, what's this bag thing? Are you bagging?
Nah, it's not me. It's one of the other boys. They're bagging their G6E. Yeah. And we decided to make a cruise out of that to come down here just to get a quote.
Yeah, so Friday messaged me the night before. Saying the night
Yeah, the
before. He's
night
like,
before,
what are you doing
yeah.
tomorrow morning? I was like, well, I should be at work. And he's like, okay, well, I'm coming by. I was like, okay, I'm at work. He's coming by. Okay, whatever. Didn't think of it. And it's like, oh, I'm coming to your shop tomorrow morning. I was like, fuck, well, that's interesting. It's like the whole group's coming down. I was like, okay, whatever. Completely forgot about it Saturday morning. I was still at the mall grabbing old man breakfast, chilling around the mall, grabbing my coffees. Next thing, Mum's calling me. It's like, there's like 10 dudes in the showroom waiting for me.
They want
like-
their money.
There's like kids there as well. You better get here. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck it. It's probably not important. Then I was like, hang on a second. Frizy messaged me last night about coming down as a group. Wanted to talk to me. Mum's saying there's 10 boys up in the showroom. They're already there. Fuck it. Fucking hopped in the car. Fucking gassed the way in. Yep. Morning. Nice morning. Seeing all the boys here from the coast.
Keep doing it, please.
Do it.
I'll make it worse.
Yeah.
Please.
That was yeah.
It was only 3 cars.
Oh, it seemed like a lot of people.
I think all the cars
The
were,
back seats must have been full. Fucking dead.
we brought the kids and everything.
It's a common thing with us, hey, if we're going somewhere, oh, we need a quote on something. All right, let's make a cruise out of it. If it's
fucking
only
hectic.
just down the road, yeah, we do it. Because why not? It gets everyone out there, like, you know.
It was a good weekend drive.
Yeah.
Morning
Unfortunately,
drive
I
at the
missed.
best day.
100%.
Speaking of driving and doing some stuff together, and maybe quotes. Let's fucking talk about doing an event together. I want to. I look up. I'm sure we've all got some pretty fucking sick roads and some ideas. I'm keen to hear from you guys. What have you got in mind?
We can do. I reckon because we've all done like all the groups have done like you do like one location and stuff like that. But I reckon a proper like you do a few sick locations. You could do like Old Pack and then go out to what's it
Alternate
called?
safe road.
Sorry, my bad. Old Pack doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Alternate safe road.
Yeah.
You can go out to what's that place we went with the bridge? We get to go over the boat thing. I don't know what it's called. You do.
Oh, down at Wiseman's Ferry.
Yeah, Wiseman's Ferry.
Hawkesbury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Do a cruise out there,
Yeah.
but we're keen on something different.
Are you talking about doing multiple locations in the same day?
Yeah,
As
one
in,
day.
like, we're not just
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going to go here and then go here.
No, it's like we start
Yeah.
like say you start at like 10 a.m. and you don't get home till like
We've done
Sunday.
it a couple of times.
I like those.
All right.
That's what excites us as well, because Tom and I, we fucking hate events where people just sit there
Yeah.
and just talk
Yeah.
for hours.
But you give each other, like you say, meet up at like 10, like leaving times at 11.
Yeah.
Meet up at Gosford or Rimba, or even if we come down here and start here, and just
Yeah.
do a whole loop of something. Like, make it
Yeah.
a good trip.
Because I think that time that we did that, it only ended up being 3 people left. It was crazy.
Not
Me on the
surprised.
bike and then one other car. So it was 2 cars and me on the bike.
How many fill-ups?
Oh, I don't actually remember.
It was 2.
I know it was cheap for me though on the bike, so I wasn't complaining.
Yeah, we started at Gosford, went down,
Yeah.
and we filled up at Hornsby, because we had a few cars on the 85 that were just...
Yeah, yeah.
How many cars
Yeah.
break down?
One did.
Yeah, mate, it's bound to. Law of averages states.
Yeah,
Well, what brand was it?
it was a Holden.
Oh.
Was it? I don't even remember.
Oh, no, it was a Kia, sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it was a Kia.
Yeah, I didn't even remember because
That was ages ago.
that was over a year ago.
And then
I
the little-
like this though. It's like the 6 hour or like the 12 hour, but street form.
100%.
And whoever fucking makes it to the end wins a fucking golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
a free Heatherbrae buy.
I'd be keen on something like that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go out to Grey Gums again.
Oh.
Yeah.
That I've done that before on a bike, and I didn't touch the bike for 2 weeks after that.
How
I
good.
think I was gone for at least 12 hours that day.
Yeah.
I started out at like 6 a.m. or something like that. I think I got home at like around the same time at the night. It was a great road. It was amazing out there.
Yeah.
And wouldn't do it again on a bike though. That was so uncomfortable. And the day started out absolutely freezing cold. So I've got long skins on, jeans, shirt, jumper, riding jacket, and the day ended up being like 36 degrees. And I was like, I was sitting there sweating, but we couldn't stop. Like the only time we stopped was at a petrol station, or we actually stopped out at Grey Gums, but it was bad. Very bad.
So maybe a winter type
yeah,
event.
definitely. Would be good.
Or both.
Yeah, or both.
I was
We didn't do it twice.
Whenever.
Yeah.
I want to do a big trip somewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't know where.
So we're like us as like I suppose a group at CCA, like we maybe not like so much for everyone else, but like one day I think we should include everyone. But we're big fans of like not just doing a cruise, but we want to go do a cruise and then stay the night at like a big fucking Airbnb.
Make it like
and
a
then,
holiday sort of thing. Well, not a holiday, but like an
an
adventure.
overnighter.
mate, I'm telling you, you can do some sick fucking cruises from like the Central Coast all the way up to like Emerald Beach or Boomerang Beach, whatever it is. You get the fucking huge mansion ass pad out there, like
Yeah.
12 bedrooms between all of you. It doesn't cost fucking next to nothing.
You just go do nighttime activities.
Oh, mate, it's the fucking best time and great roads. Like,
The one thing would be is a big driveway so everyone can get in there.
yeah, absolutely.
Big flat drive.
Yeah. Can you imagine the photo? The
Get
fucking drone shot.
Yeah, get a drone
Everything.
up. Yeah.
That'd be mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
The only one other, I've spoken about it before, the one road that is fucking awesome down towards Gerringong Way when you go down south, there's this road that goes all the way up the cliff and it's really windy. It'd be like the best drift road known to mankind. But there's always photographers there because like the nicest cars just come up and down this thing. It's the nicest cruise road. You got to go. I'll look it up. And it goes up one side and then you hit the plateau and it goes through backcountry, nice little town. You stop there for lunch and then you come back down the other side of the road, which is just the same. It's fucking sick.
I've never been down
It's
there.
it's just not many people do it because it technically is just that little bit more because you've got Wollongong and everyone fucking goes to Wollongong, and then you've got Gerringong, which is just that little bit further, and then just after that is when the fucking road is. And because it takes, I guess, a little bit of time to get there,
Yeah.
it would be a bit of a slog, but then that's when the fucking sick cruise
Is that
starts.
near Seacliff Bridge? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it
Further down south.
Further.
Like
further.
another hour.
You could do a cruise through there and continue onwards.
Yeah, like it's fucking like I'm talking beautiful shots. You're coming up and down this thing, you can see the whole ocean down the cliff.
Yeah, right.
Like it's fucking beautiful.
That'd be sick.
That's like similar to Coffs Harbour, Dorrigo. My grandma lives there.
Yeah,
Have you
my
seen
mum lives
Dorrigo?
there. It's the fucking best.
Yeah, Dorrigo Mountain.
Oh,
That's
going through the waterfall and shit, and then
Yeah.
coming up, and the reeds are just there.
Yeah.
Something out of a movie.
I know, I love it. I used to love going up there. Like, my grandpa had a VN Commodore ages ago, and then he got it pretty much taken off him because it died, but he just kept pushing it.
Yeah.
Going up there, like seeing bikes upon bikes going down it and up
It is bike territory.
It was great, but the road is so slippery.
Yeah.
I've seen parts where there's just moss covering the whole road, and I'm like, I'm good. I would like to do it one day, but
Question is, how many left turns are there?
a lot.
Damn it. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's cool, but a weird part of the world, fucking the lava tree. Like, you got trees with literal fucking toilet seats in it, and they call it the lava tree. Like, it's fucking... a genius bunch of people out there. I love the hippies. Shout out fucking Billingen. Fucking bunch of pot smokers. Yeah, no, it's fucking... We've sort of discussed this before off air, all of us, so we know what I'm about to say, but one thing that I really, really want to start with you boys, and I want to
think
take...
it needs to start.
I want to take this... We'll start off with the state. We'll start off with Sydney, but we'll take it nationwide. I want to start a fucking go-kart championship series.
1000% down.
Hear us out, because I want to hear everyone's input on this. The theory goes, everyone listening, we will grab car groups. Obviously, some individuals can band together and form your own emblem. Shout out to you. But the idea and premise is Royal Dynasty would verse Endless East or Car Culture Australia or fucking... I'm trying to think of another car crew right now, but it's strongly not coming to me. Evolution or fucking whoever it is, right? And we'll fucking meet up and we'll go to different go-kart tracks.
Yeah.
And I'm talking motor and electric. I'm talking the one out at fucking... What is it?
Moore Park.
The what? Moore Park.
Park,
The one at Moore Park. What's the other one?
Entertainment Park.
Entertainment Park out west. There's two out west, right? What's the one where you go up and down? It's got all the...
Extreme karting.
Extreme karting.
Yeah,
There's fucking...
They're everywhere.
They're fucking everywhere, and it is just ripe with opportunity to start a YouTube series where we fucking make a show.
That'll be mental.
And we'll have a full board. I'll put the list right here on this screen so everyone knows who's on where on the fucking leaderboard at what time.
That'd be good.
And we'll grab everyone, and it'll include everyone. We'll have a fucking giggle, but that's the idea.
Yeah.
We haven't worked out how many rounds we need, but I'm sure we're about to find out right now.
Yeah.
What do you boys think?
Question is, how many people from each group do you enter?
I reckon 4.
I was thinking
Max.
that's a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives you a variety.
And
But
we
I
can
think
add-
you guys need to have a bit of a limit. Or maybe a handicap, because we were speaking about this. the other day.
we were.
Handicap? What do you mean?
Oh, there's a specific few from CCA that we know have a bit of experience.
So you guys have been listening to the podcast.
We have.
I just want to say you have Jack Ritchie's in your pocket, so I don't fucking know. I don't know what the go is here.
You know, we just need to make sure the competition's fair.
No one said anything about the rules yet.
Rules haven't been
We
disclosed.
don't need excuses to come out already.
Haven't even started. What do you reckon though? Like,
100%.
so we reckon team of 4. I guess we'd have to sit down and work out how many fucking car clubs are in and around Sydney and Greater Sydney.
But even just 4 groups, there's 16 people.
Yeah.
it is a lot, eh?
You got to find. I mean, that's a pretty decent number. But then that's where you go. If you want more groups, because I think we were speaking about it, you go two people from each group.
Yeah.
Depending how many groups you have who are actually keen to enter and put up their drivers.
Yeah.
If you get 10 groups, there's 20 drivers right there.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be a once a month thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's legit. You got to commit to it.
You have so it's up to each group how they select their drivers. But I was thinking, even for like us, like our 2 groups to go up to like somewhere, have like everyone get in there and race, and the 2 fastest drivers or 4 fastest drivers are then the selected races.
Yep.
They pass on to the next stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right. So we need some like actual like time attack level shit for
in a sense,
the prelims.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a place up at Cessnock that we've been to a few times.
I love that place.
We want to try
So
and rent
fun.
that track out for a day because that's...
Yeah.
Who's the old mate who's the millionaire who's got the private track in the Central Coast?
I don't know. It's been passed around a few places.
Yeah.
It exists though, doesn't it? I'm not making it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or driveway. It's driveway.
Driveway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Driveway track.
it's big
Driveway
enough.
track, yeah.
It's big enough for a track.
Yeah.
All the car companies rent it out for a day
Yeah.
to use. Like I know BMW are definitely. I don't know if I should be saying this, but they have rented the track out to test their new M3s and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I reckon it'd be sick to go there for a day.
I think there was some talk saying that it was one of the CEOs of Coca-Cola or something.
He originally bought it and built it,
Yeah.
and then he sold it.
Yeah, I don't know who owns it now or anything like that, but yeah, he bought the land and built that. But
I believe someone from Coca-Cola built it. They got the
Yeah.
fucking money.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
What were you
That's
going
homework
to
for
say?
you boys tonight. Get our way in.
Yeah, it's still upkept though. I know that they still look after it. It still gets
Yeah.
used, but yeah, it's very. I reckon it'd be sick to open it up to like groups up our way, or just groups in general.
Fucking oath. Fuck, mate, if I fucking knew who it was, I'd be shaking his hand right now,
Yeah.
asking, begging him every weekend. Hey, mate, it's me again.
just got to test some things out.
What do you reckon there needs to be? Do you want to set some rules, Mr. Car Culture?
We definitely need rules, otherwise,
For the go-kart?
yeah,
Yeah, for the championship series.
I was just about to say, polls open for people listening to this podcast. Let us know or nominate groups that you think should be part of this challenge.
Yeah,
Any group in Sydney,
yeah. Nominate your group forward.
nominate groups. Let us know who we should start hitting up if they haven't heard about it.
Fucking,
I want to see who's out there, who's up to the challenge
yeah.
to give challenge the CCA a run.
Fuck, the prelims would be a bit funny, eh?
Yeah, because then if you get like top 4 drivers, and
Is
then
this
you
go-kart or bumper kart?
Go.
say, hey, what happens on the track stays on the track. You get top 4 drivers, and then you have 2 of them are your starting drivers and 2 are bench. So if someone's sick
Yeah.
that day or can't make it on that monthly, say like end of the month on the Sunday or whatever,
Yeah.
This is getting real serious.
Fuck, you play footy, eh? Like, yeah.
yeah, we're into it. We're keen.
Oh,
I think it'd be mental.
It'll be good because then it gets everyone out to have fun all together, not just do things around cars too.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea because it's
Yeah.
going to bring us all together. I think the
Exactly.
biggest problem is that all of us people in Sydney and Greater Sydney who've got all these car clubs, none of us fucking speak to each other.
Yeah.
Granted, we are fucking slowly making our way through all the weaves and trying to get to everyone, but
Yeah.
like this is what we fucking need.
Yeah.
This is a statement, and I think not only is it like cool, it's fucking funny. I reckon some shit would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Den Boys? Do you boys know who the Den is
I
yet?
don't think I've heard of them.
Oh fuck, mate.
Oh wait, is that the place?
Oh, the
Are
people
those-
who put the content nights on out West
Yeah,
Sydney or
yeah.
whatever. Fuck, tell you what, you never met a bunch of boys who just fucking love having a giggle, eh?
That's where it came from. If it's bumper kart, if it's go-kart. There'll be groups out there.
Yeah.
who will come in.
Well, that's why I think rules need to be implicated.
It'll be fucking good.
Bit
Tell
of a
you-
love tap doesn't hurt.
No, not at all. Not at all. Mate, the girls give us run for her money. Who's fucking, what's her name? Monica? For the girls?
Monica
Runs her fucking car club. I don't know where she's from. Probably
Blossom's
down-
got to get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. All of
Get
all
Jess
of
to
them.
come out.
Yeah.
There's heaps of groups out there, eh?
Fucking .0 garage. Get those motherfuckers out.
Yeah, get Ken out there.
I'm sure Endless would be keen on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck, what? I just feel like we just named like 8 or
We
9.
just named them.
Now it's in your hands now, guys. Make it happen.
Submit it forward.
Yeah.
Submit your drivers. We'll see if we actually want them.
I'm being dead serious about this. I'll fucking put it up on our website. I'll make a full landing page. We'll figure it all out so everyone understands the rules, the instructions, and all that type of stuff. We'll work in the background to work out magic and the rules and all how it's going to
Organising
fucking.
tracks, this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch people starting to start practicing now. Watch Ashton be at the track already. Be like, Dad, I'm going next weekend. I'm going to practice with the boys.
From a weekend, you'll be like, you want to come hang out? And they're just like, nah, sorry, I'm busy. What, he go-karts in the back? Nah, you're hearing stuff.
That's just a lawnmower. I swear.
Oh, shit. Fuck me dead. It's fucking windy in here, isn't it?
Just a breeze.
You know, I like the idea of making it different tracks because it doesn't give you enough time or chance to get good at a track. So say, for example, you boys, I shouldn't be sexist, Emily might be racing too.
Yeah,
You-
she's quicker than me, so yeah.
Dude and dudettes. Fucking, it's like you guys versus fucking .0 garage, but you won the round, but the next time you guys have to race someone, it can't be the same track. So then you've got the
Yeah.
advantage on the other team.
Yeah.
You have to keep it in rotation. So we need to pick like four tracks
Yeah.
to keep it heavily in rotation so that you can't get used to it.
I think you go like what? You could go Eastern Creek,
Yeah.
that extreme one you were talking about.
Yeah, Moore Park.
Do Cessnock because that's one up, splits it up a bit, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
travels easy on both, well, depending
Both.
where all the groups are coming from.
Yeah.
We don't know that yet, but I don't know where the last one.
We have to go down south, I guess.
London's got one.
Yeah, it does
London's
too.
got the outdoor one.
There was another big one in Newcastle.
What was the
Just
one?
off the freeway where the carts go up to like 100 k's an hour or something like that. It was like 1.1 k the track. It was mental, but I don't think
That's a grand finale.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't do it anymore. I don't think they just rent the place out for like showground sort of events.
Fuck, I tell you
Oh,
what,
to them.
if we make this happen, I'll get fucking sponsors on this thing.
I reckon you could though.
Yeah,
Each car group gets sponsored.
100%.
Whoever wins gets a prize pool.
Yeah. Maybe I can get Pro Speed to sponsor all groups and then we can fucking... we'll go from there.
People race for anything these days. Just to win is something. Well, speaking from experience, losing to that Ford just cut me.
And now you got no fucking car.
Yeah, that's a loss. You lose you lose a race, you lose a diff.
Yeah. Lose a bit of your soul too.
Oh, that was gone a long time ago.
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
I'm keen for it. Let's start something so that we can fucking hook some ideas into and we'll get some people around it. I reckon it'll be fucking sick.
Yeah. I'd definitely be keen.
Yeah.
I'm so keen for it.
I'd-
Last time I went was just, I think it was like 6 months before my shoulder surgery. It was my birthday. I was 8 months or 9 months before my surgery, and I was like, "Nah, it's my birthday. We're going go-karting." I had to. It was just something I wanted to do, and the whole time everyone was just like racing, focusing. I got music playing from my through my helmet. I'm there just going, and I'm like, yeah, I'll probably turn this off. I'm getting too distracted. But yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, Britney Spears will do that to you, brother.
It'd be
It gets
sick,
too
pal.
distracting.
You get huge numbers to it,
Yeah.
like, especially if you've got multiple groups coming to the one track. People come to just support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even have something to look at.
I reckon that'll honestly be one of the key things because don't forget, we still got to film a show out of it because we've got to film every
Yeah.
fucking episode. So, and that includes, then we need to figure out who the hosts are going to be and then all that type of stuff.
Commentators, live
Commentators.
commentating.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking get us a shield, eh? I'm going to fucking get us a shield. Whoever wins is fucking...
You get to hold that shield.
Better than a
Yeah.
trophy,
Yeah.
and then the shield can go around to each club's fucking
Yeah.
cupboard.
That'd be
Sick.
sick, yeah.
Yeah. And it's good too, like, especially with people that have like a mount for a GoPro on the helmet. Like I do, but I don't know if you're allowed to use it.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
If
no,
we
yeah.
got, I'm
I'm
sure
sure
it's
if you
big
can-
enough.
If we're
Yeah.
hiring out the track,
Oh, yeah, definitely then.
I'm pretty sure you can because you wanted to do that every time we went.
I always just put it on. You don't ask.
Oh.
There's no one know.
We wear our own helmets, so we don't fucking rent them, do we? We just bring our own.
Yeah,
So we just bring our
I
own.
took my own as well, but I wasn't too sure with it because I asked them over the phone and they're like, "Nah, not allowed to." So
I
that's
think
why I went.
they
mine.
always say no.
Yeah, because if it comes off, but
And you're trying to find it, just delays the whole
Your motorbike helmet is not good enough for a go-kart track. You fucking...
no, it's not a. I bought it from a website over in New Zealand. They
Oh,
make it
right.
specific to the helmet, so it actually sticks there. But it's more so if the GoPro actually comes off the mount itself,
Yeah.
which they don't allow that. But
Similar to your plates at the track.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of GoPros, the first time I met Tony, we were going down a safe alternate road.
Hey.
We met. Oh no! Oh, actually, you met me while I was under my car putting my exhaust back on
What was I?
in Longjetti. You met up with Nick and Kylie and everyone,
Yeah.
and then I was on the way to meet you, so my exhaust fell off.
oh, were you the guy with the
I just recently got my new, and then we went down to Gosford. We got a feed, and then you were like, "I just bought this GoPro today. Set it up on top of your car. Went down a safe alternate road, and it almost came off. Oh no, it did come off.
Me with losing GoPros? I think the whole CCA knows about it.
Oh, mate, he's
The
lost
amount I've
about
lost.
fucking 5 or 6.
common occurrence.
Yeah, mate, half the time he's not even going hard. It just goes...
See you later.
See you later. Fuck, the one time it was, we left here, we were heading towards the city.
Yep.
Dan sitting right behind the camera. He sees my GoPro fall off 5 minutes from our departure point. only tells me about it 20 minutes from that departure point. Went on the Sydney Harbour Bridge saying, not on the Sydney Harbour Bridge telling me, your GoPro may have dropped off. Do you want to have a look? I'm like, dude, how the fuck am I going to have a look? It's on the roof of my car. So I was like, and he's like, I can't see it. And I was like, well, what the fuck do I do? I'm on the Harbour Bridge. There's no U-turn on the Harbour Bridge. So on the way to the Anzac Bridge, we're going to loop all the way around. We get to, I forgot what it was, but it was like the Riverside, this boat shed thing. We get there and it's like, yep. Dan tells me, I am certain your GoPro fell off 5 minutes from Brookvale on the main road. And then we're like, okay. So the mission was from Anzac Bridge, what, about 10 cars? 10 cars came flying back to the beach just looking for this GoPro. And they were like, was it 5 minutes from Brookvale or was it 10 minutes? Or is it on the Sydney Harbour Bridge? So we have fucking cars going up and down everywhere looking for this GoPro. And in the end, we didn't find it.
Jeez.
I almost had the same thing when we went down to Freeman's.
Yeah.
Freeman's Waterhole.
Yeah. Well, who knew? And I had it on my roof as well.
Yeah.
Faced it. Oh no, it was on my hard lid right at the back.
Yeah.
Facing it backwards. I was like, everyone, speed pass. I'm sick.
That's the shot you want to get.
100%. And we got the shot. And I pulled over and I was like, sweet, I need to now get ahead of everyone again. So I don't condone this, but I did an 11 car overtake. I hit 2 bends without knowing what was on the other side. I got back into the lane, and then on the third bend, there was a semi-trailer coming for me. And I was like, thank God. We get to the stopping point. It was a really nice lookout. And then I was like, where's my GoPro?
No GoPro.
There was no GoPro. And they're like, oh no, you pulled it in when you stopped. And I was like, no, it was still on the back of the car.
Yeah.
Somehow it had fallen off, and we just saw it before it would have fell off like 400 metres.
Oh, so you found it?
I just luckily found it. It was like 80 metres back up the road.
You know what tops my story? You know, on the GoPro app on your phone?
Oh, yeah.
So I bought another GoPro. So I was looking through all the footage on the phone app, and all of a sudden it says uploading clip. I was like, why is it uploading a clip? Oh, so downloading a clip. And then all of a sudden it downloads this random clip of someone in like a backyard or something. And then all this signal, I called Dan right away. I'm like, none of you picked up the GoPro, did you? And then they're like, no, like it was lost. Like it was 6 months later, like several months later. Maybe it might have been 6. And I'm like, someone picked up the GoPro, and then we're all there like, fuck, the amount of content on that fucking GoPro. That if it was passed on to some people, would not have been very well.
No. We might not be here.
Fair.
Plates might have been taken. Cars might have been locked up.
Delete the footage as soon as you get home. That's how we do it. I had to do that with my dash camera. I decided to race a Golf R, which was just the dumbest decision of my life ever. I was cruising with him for like a good 10 minutes, and I was like, this dude's sick. Like, he's, Euro and AUDM. I was like, this is sick. He's mad. He's good. And I got on it, and then he didn't get on it, and I was like, he doesn't. He's not in the mood. Next roundabout, booked it, and I was like, all right then. Challenge accepted. Time to lose. So I went and raced, and then we both got on it, and then we both sort of like looked at each other, and there was blue and red lights in the background. 100 metres back, there's a highway booking it for both of us. It was the best thing, we both ran together. And then we got to a speed hump, and I was low, and I was like, nah, stuff it, going straight over the speed hump. Heard noises, and that's probably how my diff broke. Went over the speed hump, and the poor Golf, he's just going sideways like a good Samaritan. And I left him, and we was sitting there, kept on running, still heard the highway. Emily's sitting in the passenger seat, stripping the dash camera off. So if we got pulled over, there's no footage that we ran.
Yeah.
I gotta find that footage. I'll send it to you guys. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, please do. We won't post up for obvious reasons, but yeah, because
I
you
was
were
just running from a cool car.
Yeah.
It might have been Luca.
All I heard was that there was just a blue and a red car that just was trying to keep up with you.
It was very bright.
Yeah,
It was like my Christmas car.
Wraps are fucking amazing these days.
Yeah. eBay flashlights, blue and red ones. I have them as well. No, what?
Do you remember my Christmas car? The red ute that I wrapped half like bright green. Yeah. Took it to a meet halfway through because we were just like, stuff it, let's wrap a car. I enjoy wrapping. We've wrapped a few cars. Yeah. And we're like, stuff it, let's do it. And then we'll have it done by the meet. Like, surely. A day before the meet, there's like 2 of the rear quarters on a ute, which is like the biggest parts of the car to do. A rear bar, a front bar, and the tailgate. And we're just like, yeah, it's props not happening. So I just still took it to the meet with a half-wrapped car.
I thought it was just a two-tone style that you're actually going for.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone loved it. The kids loved it. I just called it the Christmas car.
Yeah, it's stuck from there. Everyone's like, oh yeah, there's a Christmas car.
Yeah.
And we finished the wrap and everyone's like, oh, okay.
So we finished the wrap and I was like, I should have just left it. Hey, like,
Yeah.
I've still got green wrap. If you want to wrap the Miata,
We're going to paint it.
green wrap for a little bit.
Mate, I've said this before.
Ask them the question. Ask them.
Look, I tell you what, if you want to do that, sure. Let's fucking...
Hey, I'll give it to, I don't want money for it. I want it out of my garage.
I'm happy just to fucking give it a whirl just for a laugh.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's do that. I don't know how to put a fucking sticker on a car, mate. I cannot.
Well.
I cannot fucking rap, which is why whilst we're filming the MX-5 series, we're stripping it all the way back to metal and we're painting it fucking red.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'll be bad.
Really? Red?
Oh,
Ah,
my
here we go.
colours. I like red. What other colour were you going to go?
I wanted white. This motherfucker's like, no.
Is it going to be a track car, but?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't go white.
Yeah.
Go bright green.
If you go wide, it'll just show too much.
Yeah, I know, don't get me wrong. I know the tyre marks and stuff would come up and all the debris and shit from the track, but at the same time, it's like I just never saw a white NB Miata.
You
I
see
used to
white
do
cars on the
two-tone.
track.
Half red, half white.
Sure.
White on top, red on the bottom.
Yeah.
Marcus was going to do that to his SS. He wanted me to wrap a white. He wanted a white roof on like the old VY red, and I was like, that is going to look like bad.
Candy canes.
I was like, I've put some stupid colours on my car, but that will look not nice.
Yeah. No, it'll fucking... I want someone that is... We're trying to convince people that you can build a fucking sick track car that you can take to shows.
Why you got a red pearl in the white then?
We can.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping us.
I feel like Tony's very against it.
No, I
This
just said-
motherfucker would want me to paint my car orange. Like, he wants
That would be
everything
sick.
orange.
I told him I'll sponsor the car if it got orange. I said out to the other days at the group, I was like, if anyone goes orange, I'll pretty much part sponsor your car for you.
We were talking about painting my car. I have a lot of parts at home that are now sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? I've got a fucking good question. As a detailer, what's the one thing that just fucking pisses you off when you see people either washing or detailing their car?
Oh, so many.
Pet peeves on.
But just one, there's got to be one that stands out all the fucking time. You're like, stop doing that. So
You
public
can-
service announcements to everyone fucking listening.
You can say the obvious one, which is when you're at a car wash and watching people use the brushes just
oh,
after.
fuck that.
Straight after you've seen a 4B that's been through like Cape Town and back, and he's just like, yeah, this is just dirt everywhere, and the brush is still brown, and they're just like, yeah, this will go with my brand new Mazda. That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
You
Or
see
the
the
typical
scratches.
one, the one bucket. So the 2 bucket method.
Oh, yeah.
There's different ways to get around that, though.
Yeah.
Depends how you do your prep wash and everything like that.
Yeah. I was just curious if you've got a fucking tip for everyone tuning in who...
No, that was a pet peeve. Well, what's the tip? Big tip to share.
I mean, I suppose another big thing is like whether you use a chamois or like the microfiber towels. If you use a microfiber towel, at least rewash it. Don't just
Use it again.
and use it again and then leave it in your garage to dry, which I used to do that before I became a detailer, and then I realised how bad I was leaving my car. But yeah, if you're going to use a microfiber towel, rewash it.
Fucking,
Look after it.
I got one just a little bit more than that. Speaking of like hanging up to dry, I found out some cunt was fucking hanging them up outside to dry. And I'm like, what?
Just add dirt and sand to it. Wash the car, throw some mud over it, and then let it dry.
Jesus Christ. Dan, do you want to turn our gain just a little bit down so we can fucking cope with...
The torrential weather has come in and joined us. Party again.
We fucking told you every time we do this podcast
On a Thursday night,
on a Thursday.
the Rangers wants to fucking join in.
I'd rather it rain than like stupid heat.
Okay, all good. I feel like I had another question, but
Save it for next time.
save it for fucking next time. But what, like, you got anything that you want to know about us?
Well, we did have the question. Everyone. Well, the topic was RD tonight, but let's know a bit more about CCA. How did you guys come apart and grow to what you're hopefully growing towards and getting bigger and bigger?
I'm going to let Tony answer this question.
No, I was about to throw it back at you.
No, I've answered it before. You can have a go.
CCA. How did it really start? From the really beginning, initially it was like you guys. For me, it was, we did have a group around the beaches where we would just go out to drive pretty much every Sunday night. Because when the roads are quiet, there's nothing around. And it was a group that just started from that. People just Sunday night, go for a drive. From that, I always loved my videos.
Yeah.
I was a vlogger before I got into all the casting stuff. I thought I was going to travel the world, become an influencer, this and that. Yeah. And then it was a point where I was like, there's not that many people that actually talk about, film about the car stuff in Australia. You see it all over in the States, super popular. There's Donut Media, Daily Driven Exotics, Adam LZ, T-John. It's all over there.
Yeah.
There was no one doing it in Australia. I was like, let's do that here. Then comes meeting Tom on a set of lights, thinking he was going to race me.
It's funny that you get a set of lights and what it does to a car person. It's insane.
I tell everyone this story. It's like, I have my brother in the car, saw the light, SS, cammed as fuck, loud as fuck, dead quiet, main road, 4-lane road. I'm like,
5 a.m. in the morning.
Premium time.
This guy's gonna fucking bound to race me. And I was like, I told my brother, we're not going up to the set of lights. We're not stopping at the line. We're stopping like 3 cars behind, just so he don't have to race him, because I don't go fast with the brother in the car. Nah. This dude doesn't go when it was green. He didn't roll. He just sat there. I'm pretty sure the light was about to go red again, and I rolled up to it, and he's like, thumbs up. We both just slowly took off. Then I pulled to the right to go to the workshop, get to the set of the server down the road where I was meeting up with everyone. And I was like, here's this new guy, here's this new guy, here's this new guy. And there's a black ute in the corner filling up. And we looked over. And we're like, fuck, that was the ute we just saw at the set of lights.
Fuck, that was the thing, eh? Like, I tell you the one thing I miss about that ute and that sound and that feeling. I'm a fucking huge, like, morning car person. Yep. Like, around the Central Coast, man, you do a couple of fucking circuits around there at 5 a.m. when that sun's coming up over the fucking land of shadow. And it's just, there's something about it. It's like just perfect fucking crispy cold temperature. Yeah. Everything's just right. If you had a turbo, it would be even better. Like, it's just got that fucking moment to it. And that's like my favorite. It's like golden hour. It's my favorite time. And driving through the northern beaches, or I used to live over in the eastern suburbs in a place called Willara. I used to do this fucking circuit pretty much right the way all the way up through to Vaucluse, where all those fucking exotic cars do their meet on the hillside. And I'd loop back and shit. And I'd just gotten a full fucking fresh cam. Like, I've gotten everything. My engine is just fucking turned upside down, inside out with brand new parts. The only thing that I hadn't done was the crankshaft and the fucking pistons. Like, I was like, this is ham.
Yeah.
Soon for me.
Yeah. And my neighbours fucking hated me. But that moment where you're just driving down a fucking straight, you don't even have to be going fast. It's just like, it's
the noise that echoes back.
Because there's no one else there.
In the morning as well, and it's like, it's dead quiet. There's nothing. Maybe a bird chirp here and there.
Yeah.
Or you hear, and then you're like,
That's getting with the coast as well. Sorry for cutting you off there. But the coast has got like sort of like 2 lake loops when you think about it. You've got like the north one and the south one. Mm-hmm. And they're good rowdy drives if you hit them at the right time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It makes some noise.
Yeah, get Waze on and fucking...
Waze is a saviour.
Can you drive without it nowadays?
In the Subaru, it's a questionable one.
All stock.
It's great. Listen to the radio. It's pumping.
Yeah.
That's when you'll find, honestly, like, if you want to see me driving at any point in time, that's the moment you'll fucking see me out and about. That's my favourite time. Like, I'm not really a cars and coffee person. I always have a coffee in my car, but I'm not going to a cars and coffee meet. I'm sending it from about 5 a.m. till about 9.
That could be an idea though. Like, we'll save it for the next one, but like a morning cruise.
And the shots that you can get because the
Sunrise.
light
Sunrise,
is
yeah.
just perfect
Oh yeah. Going over Brooklyn Bridge.
with a drone.
We have too many ideas.
And you're giving them away. That was a pretty good way of, I suppose, summing up how like we met and fucking CCA started.
That's how it started, but what do we do now? I think you best describe that.
No, mate, I'm going to fucking not bore everyone to tears. We're just a media production house for cars, man. Like, we are trying to build donut media for Australia. Like Tony said, there's fucking a million people, whether they're big or small, in America who do this, and all we have is fucking mighty car mods.
Yeah.
Which, respectfully, I feel like they just want to do something else now. Like, I love
been in it for ages.
I love what they do. But I feel like it's like they all have their own projects and their own families and fucking they have lives to live, man. Like they've paved the way for someone like us and you guys to keep this fucking thing alive.
Yeah.
My fucking tip my hat off to those guys because it like I've got a lot of heroes and like idols, especially within that YouTube space. And I suppose like Moog or like Zach Job from Donut Media or those guys, they're like my fucking heroes. And the fact I've met them, most of them, is like one thing. You should have seen me World Time Attack, bro. I met Zach Job. I went straight up to the fucking long haired dickhead and I just fucking stuck my hand out. I was like, mate, you're the fucking sickest cunt and I just want to thank you for all the work you're doing. And all he said back to me was like, that is the craziest thing fucking anyone said to me since I got here. I was like, you're welcome. But bro, that cars are dying. I don't want that to happen. I see an opportunity to make something fucking epic, which includes everyone, whether they fucking own a business, have a car club. I'm just trying to keep this fucking dream alive.
Yeah.
And I want to go across the country and I want to share that vision and love with fucking everyone. Yeah. That's it.
Because there's obviously like, go to Queensland, Melbourne, everywhere. There's someone that wants to do that as well. And the motivation, like, if it's a case of taking it all over Australia, you know, someone sees that happening, they're going to be like, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Which is the best
Combine
thing
it and
about
push it together.
Absolutely.
Become stronger.
I think it's so different nowadays. It's completely changed from what it used to be like. I personally feel like everyone's very to themselves.
Yeah.
They're very to themselves. Like we were saying before about new people coming into a group, everyone's scared to talk to the owners.
Yeah.
There's like a facade amongst the car scene where there's like a hierarchy. You might have a better modified car, so you sit above someone.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. If you're heavily modified compared to someone who's fresh red peep later, like
generally those heavily modified people are the nicest people to meet.
Yeah.
They talk to you about everything. They're willing to help you, give you guidance.
save your money.
Save your money, don't do it.
I spent 10 grand on a SV6 exhaust.
Hang on. What?
I want to dive into it.
I was bloody. I bought. It was Xforce. All the money was spent on Xforce.
Mate, Xforce exhaust don't cost $10,000.
Oh, they don't. But when you buy multiple of them for the exact same car, they add up. Yeah,
What you do? You went to the 2.25, then to 2.5, then to 3.
I went to 2.25, then to 2.5, then to a different 2.5 because I bought a sedan. Like, I bought a Ute one, but they gave me a sedan 2.5.
Yeah.
And they didn't want it I got stitched up by the person I bought them through. So I had to buy another 2.5, and then I also bought Varex straight after that. So gorgeous.
That adds up. Five Xforce systems.
Yeah, I spent some stupid money. And then like braking bits and stuff here and there, just added on top of it.
Yeah.
It was great. Loved it.
Arguably, you don't have this much challenges on a bike, do you? A bike's expensive.
Somewhat. If I want to go a proper good exhaust, it's depending the exhaust on the company, I could go anywhere upwards of like $1,500 for an exhaust. But then you think like servicing stuff like that's cheap. That's why I like bikes so much too. I'm like the most confident on them as well compared to driving. But it's fairly cheap unless you're doing like the track stuff. That's where it gets expensive because the track suit's 15 to 2.5 grand.
Yeah.
Like
that's the shit that inflates, right?
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Then you got to buy the boots and then the gloves and the helmet and all the other stuff. And if you want to turn your bike from a full street bike to a race bike, then you have to do so much more.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing general riding, not really. It's fairly cheap.
Yeah.
When I blew the first motor, I found one the same day, picked it up for $400. got charged $600 for them for a shop to do the full conversion over, and I was riding that bike a week later. So it was $1,000 to get a new motor for it and to put it in. But that's where it was like the most expensive part that I've had to spend on a bike, really.
Yeah, right.
So it's cheap, but then if you're looking at like BMW bikes and Ducatis and stuff, that's where it gets expensive
Yeah.
because they're not cheap.
No, but they do sound sick and they do go
Yeah.
fucking fast.
I want a 1,000cc bike. I've been looking at because I have my full license now. So yeah, I have the full license now. So I've been looking at like something that I can have.
Does it
Fun
not
on the
fucking
track.
scare you?
It's just
I don't think
I
caught
do,
it before,
but I
but
don't. Hey,
before he said he feels more comfortable on a fucking bike.
Yeah.
And now he wants to go to 1,000cc.
well, I started out the first bike. Never ridden a bike before the pre-learners. First bike I got was a 650.
Oh, yeah.
Within 3 months, it was unrestricted and the whole lot. So I learned how to ride off a true 650cc bike compared to like a restricted Lambs approved bike.
Yeah.
But I've ridden some pretty quick bikes in the past. I came back from Raymond Terrace once, helping a mate pick up a bike, and it was a Suzuki Gixxer 600. But that's like, you think, oh, it's only 600cc, it's like 130 horsepower. Like, it's mental.
Yeah.
Crazy quick, light, and I was scared.
Yeah.
Like something proper. But after riding it back for about an hour, I was really comfortable.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that my neck was hurting from it being a full downright bike.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty comfortable on them. I picked up actually riding when I first got the bike in like a week. I was pretty good then, and then it just progressed from there.
Yeah, right.
So it can be expensive.
Mate, when you're talking about 1,000cc bikes, I'm just thinking the power and like torque that goes into a
Yeah.
fucking bike. Like, mate, I remember being teenagers. I was with old mates, and we would like this guy. Like, his father had like a fucking BMW bike or whatever. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. I really don't. But it was fucking massive.
Yep.
And man, the torque on this thing, like, because we'd obviously try fucking take it out.
Yeah.
If you fucking kick that throttle, it just kicks up. Like,
Yeah.
it has so much fucking torque.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
That's the best thing about bikes these days. They've got anti-wheelie, like they've got the full wheelie assist,
Yeah.
stability. Like some bikes that aren't even 1,000cc have that
Yeah, right.
because they're just like, you've got your Yamaha MT-09s, and then you've got the MT-09 SP, which allows you to do so much more with the suspension and everything.
Yeah.
They're so heavy in the technology side. So there was a bit of hair. But on the technology side of them these days, you could flat stick that throttle and it would just go forward. It's with some bikes, it's just insane.
Yeah.
But that's when you get into like the 40 plus grand for a motorbike.
Fuck, that's like 3 project cars.
But then it's also like you're looking at it over 200 horsepower on a bike that weighs less than 200 kilo.
Yeah.
In some cases for certain bikes, yeah.
Yeah,
But
right.
It's those bikes that are that quick scare me because I'm like, as well, like my height, I'm not that tall, not that short, but I'm like, sitting on one is uncomfortable sometimes because I'm full like leant over the fuel tank trying to grab these handlebars, but some bikes you can sit upright on because I had a naked ninja basically. So I was very upright sitting, but you could still stick into it and get in and get down. But these full super sport bikes, you can't do that really.
Yeah.
Unless you're a taller bloke. Like you
Yeah.
can kind of stretch out a little bit, but yeah, that's where it gets scary because I'm like, you're really in that thing. And you got to pay attention and like what you do on the potholes, everything. So,
Arguably, it's fucking as engaging though. Like you say, you got to pay attention. You're not paying attention to fucking anything else when you're riding that thing. You are locked into
Yeah.
the world that's going on around you.
And
Well,
the-
good
yeah.
space to think, really. If you you're just with yourself, fucking going 300 kilometers an hour down the straight.
yeah, it's
Really bridge.
it's definitely one of those things. Like I tell anyone that rides a bike, if they're new to a bike or wanting to get a bike, have eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah,
Because I've gotten into too many situations with other cars where they don't see you. you're this big compared to a car size.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make yourself known.
Oh, mate, there's some fucking
amazing.
idiots on the road, if you think about it, who don't know how to
Yeah.
drive normally, who crash into cars. How do you think it's going to be for a fucking motorcyclist? Like,
Yeah.
it's bad, especially on a Sunday.
So, Sunday's the International Riding Day for bikes. So, that's where it's, Sunday drivers.
Tell me you
bikes are
fuckers
out.
get 52 days of the fucking year.
We don't even get a day. Loud pipes save lives.
Yeah, loud pipes save lives.
Yeah.
That's it.
Preach it, preach it.
Oh, Dan, what time are we on, brother?
1:34.
All right. I reckon there's a part 2 here, eh?
I just thought of so many more things. So, I'm definitely keen.
I reckon part 2, and then when we bring on you boys next, because people are going to be expecting an update.
Yeah.
So almost like
We'll have to.
almost one podcast a month, as well as us fucking doing the series once a month, just to keep people fucking updated with what's going on in the fucking championship series.
Yeah.
Emily will also have to speak about the Z that's currently getting rebuilt.
Did you say a Z?
I did indeed.
A 350 Z?
A 370.
Oh, no, that's fucking great. What are the chances? This fucking Z thing keeps coming up.
Yeah, she got hit by a BMW L-plater.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking...
We'll save that for Emily's.
Next time.
There's plenty more. There's plenty more.
Yeah, make her angry. I hope Emily listens to that fucking bit. She's like, "You fucking yeah, we're done now."
She's giving me upset.
Oh well, boys, thank you so much for coming on. Like
Thanks,
it
pleasure.
does mean a lot. We're fucking. I just want to keep doing all of this stuff. Obviously, we've got a couple of more events and things coming up, so I reckon everyone should come up and say hi to us. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for making the effort to come down.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having
guys.
us.
Don't be
Definitely.
strangers.
Don't be
won't.
strangers.
If anyone wants to find your socials or you guys individually, where can they find you guys?
On Instagram, I'm like Frizy_. What do you know?
Yeah, and then I'm fipsy.rd.
Yeah.
So PHIPPSY.rd.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's a bit confusing sometimes.
And RD.
RD's _Royal Dynasty.
Yeah,
Because we
nice.
couldn't get the bloody... we can't get just Royal Dynasty. Some
Yeah.
dead account has
I'm
it.
telling you, you got it.
Nice.
If you, there's a few tricks to it. We're still onto it, but you just got to hound them, and you
They give it to
fucking
you.
yeah.
Throw money for that stuff.
And do you guys have like an active group on Facebook, or are you? Is it just a page?
We do have the pages on the Facebook group. It's a lot more active. It is private, but you just send in what you drive and
Yeah.
Answer a couple questions and you're in.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Nice.
that's pretty much the same on Facebook, Royal Dynasty.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well,
Yeah.
Tony,
Well, again, thank you everyone for listening. You've made it to the end. Enjoy another episode of our podcast. If you want to follow us, Car Culture Australia, we are on all the social platforms as well: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Just search up Car Culture Australia. We now come up at the top. Before we had to do car.culture.australia. Now Car Culture Australia, we're there. So thank you for all the support. If you guys want to support us even more, like, comment, share, send in comments, send in stuff you want to hear us talk about. But before we sign off, we did talk about this before the show. Who would you guys nominate next to come on the podcast other than Emily? Who should we get on?
Oh, I can think of two people.
Hit us up.
Endless.
Endless?
Josh and Toomey. Yeah,
Yeah, Josh and Toomey.
that'll be good. Toomey has some stories.
Yeah.
He has some good stories.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Got to get those boys on.
well, you put the pressure on big old Josh there. So, brother, I
man.
hope you're listening.
I bet you're putting the pressure on him in person.
I didn't realise how fucking close I lived to the guy, eh?
Yeah, when Tony told me where you lived, I was like, you live around the corner from each other.
No shit. Like around the corner,
Yeah.
I came out, go past the Audi. He's fucking right there, and I'm like, you must live up that fucking hill. I'm literally around the corner from where he lives.
Well, I guess that's no excuse for them to come on.
Yeah. I make the drive every day, cunt. So you fucking come down.
All right. Thanks again, boys, for coming to the podcast. Until next time.
Peace.
Bye.